setting up your aquarium, the first step you need to do is make sure you have all your equipment gathered, the air pump and filters and gravel. Then you need to wash your tank. Make sure you don't use any soap or detergents because that could cause harm to your fish and kill them. Then make sure you put clean gravel into your tank. You already don't want to start off with bacteria in there. Then make sure your location of the tank is not too close to a window because that could cause more evaporation. And also make sure it's not in a completely dark room because fish like to have some sort of light to live. And when decorating your aquarium, some people like to use plastic plants to cover over the filters and equipment. And then make sure you have fun with your fish.
Alright, so we're going to talk about fish compatibility, which is basically making sure your fish is going to get along. You have to make sure that you know kind of the personality of all of the fish that are going to be in your tanks to make sure that they don't fight or they don't kill each other. Make sure that the water chemistry and the water like temperature and stuff is going to be the same because some fish have to have lower temperature water and some have to have higher temperature water. Also with the air pumps inside of the tank, some tanks you don't really need air pumps, but a lot you'll have to use like underground, like under the gravel filters, which need air to work. You use the air pumps just to create a current in the water so that certain parts of the tank won't be stagnant and the fish can swim around happily. The filtration and the nitrogen cycle. The nitrogen cycle causes the waste products in the tank to be broken down so that the fish can live healthily. New tanks lack the bacteria, so you must provide some sort of ammonia so that the cycle can be started.
Now let's talk about water maintenance. It is necessary to change water and provide maintenance to your tank because the cleaner your tank is, the healthier your fish will be, the easier it'll be to clean the tank later, and the better your tank will look. The first step to cleaning the water or changing the water is to remove about 10 to 15% of the water and replace it with fresh tap water. The easiest way to do this is to siphon it out and place it in a bucket and vice versa to replace it. You don't need to remove the fish or any of the decorations to do so. And next we'll talk about nutrition. There are many different types of fish food. There's flake and pellet food, freeze-dried food, frozen and live foods. Flake and pellets are usually the most common and come in a wide variety and range of formulations designed for specific types of fish.
Alright, now we're going to talk about how to deal with a sick fish and getting to know your fish. First, you have to know what type of environment your fish lives in and what kind of water your fish lives in. And you have to know what kind of food they eat. And to know if they're sick or not, you'll notice a loss of appetite and food will just be floating in the water. Yeah. And you'll notice any visible wounds on them. And to treat a sick fish or hurt fish, you can use over-the-counter antibiotics to treat the fish. And yeah.